Okay, so first off, I left my sunglasses in Paul's Tahoe last night, and I can't see. It's bright, it's sunny, it's awful. I'm exhausted. We drove eight and a half hours there. We stopped to use the bathroom several times and get gas, get drinks, stuff like that. Spent 45. No, we probably spent an hour there. Looked at the car, checked it out, got them down a little bit on price, so we picked it up. Went to eat Panda Express the next town over, and the trip just kept going and going and going. And it was long. I didn't get home until 12. I walked into the house at like 12:30 last night. We left at 6. It's a long day of driving. The car is not terrible shape. I mean, it's a complete car. It's got some junky aftermarket deck lid on it. But I've got the factory glass one, the full one. I've got it. I've got the factory hood. Whoever thought they could weld was either I don't know. Some of it we're gonna have to grind it all down. We're probably gonna cut the cage out and redo it. It's not bad. It's in there. I don't know what it's welded to. It's a back half car though. I mean, someone did the time and took the framing under it, and the framing's not bad, but it definitely looks like whoever did it was sober during some of it and drunk during the other, because there's like decent welds, decent as in not good, but like they're decent. And some welds, they just wadded up the wire on top of the weld, just go like, all right, we'll just fill it in. It's terrible. We're not gonna cut a lot of it out. We're gonna grind it down to see where it's at, see what it's touching, and then see if we can weld over it, just to kind of make it more, safe looking, instead of cutting it out. I really don't have to cut everything out. The sheet metal's not bad on the inside where they did the tubs and stuff, but it could be better. Like I said, we're gonna wire wheel it all down and do some grinding on it and kind of see where the welds are at, what's connected and what's not. I'm gonna put a 4-link suspension under the back, or in the back, versus what they have now. If what they have now ends up being fairly solid, we'll probably go with that. I'll probably have to replace the bars, or at least grind them down and paint them, because they're just rough as hell looking. Nothing's rusted out, nothing's rotted out. It's just, the hell is that? Nothing's rotted. It's just it's got a service rust on it. Very surprised. The one spot that I noticed right off the bat in the pictures before we went to go see it was the gas tank where the hole was at. Well, it's rotted out right there. Well, it's not rotted, it's rusted, but it's because they very poorly tack welded a piece of square plate behind it, thin plate, to cover up the gas, and then they screwed the gas tank, the gas lid, down to it, so it looks terrible. Their heart was in the right place when they attempted to build this car, but then they fell apart. Other than that, the body's really straight. I can't tell it's ever been wrecked any. Oh, someone's getting towed. There's a little ATV on the road. This town, you can drive whatever as long as it's titled. But the car hasn't been wrecked that I can see. I mean, I did auto body for 10 years, so I'm fairly good and confident in myself in picking out wrecks, picking out stuff's been damaged or not. But no, I mean, it's got your normal dents and dings in here, and there's some small ones, nothing big. There's no paint on the car. I mean, all the clear coat's gone. There's still paint. I think it was bluish silver or something. I can't even remember now. It was yesterday and I already forgot. But no, I'm gonna leave the car at Paul's house. He's probably gonna do most of the metal work just because of my time. I just don't have a lot of it. But you're driving a really slow car. I tried to put this on the windshield, but it wouldn't stick. So I gotta figure something else out later. Maybe attach it to my armrest or my handle or something like that later. But anyways, no, so the car it looks rougher than it is, but the more I look at it, the more potential I see in it, and the better, kind of feel about it. Still not sure if I'm gonna gut all the AC and stuff out yet. I know I'm gonna take apart the engine bay, pull everything off and down as much as I can, and clean it up and prep it and paint it so that it looks clean and it's not all gross looking. The seats, Paul's keeping the seats. I don't want seats. They smell like cat piss. It stinks. The car needs a slight bit of a bath and some deodorizing, even though it's just straight metal. There's no carpet in it. The carpet was probably smelled as bad as the seats did. It's been an outside car. But other than that, the dash isn't even cracked. The whole dash is complete. The engine bay, all the plugs are there. Nothing's been cut. A couple of hoses have, but that's expected. The front suspension looks okay. The wheels are awful looking, but they're wheels that are on it. Of course, it's going to do tires. The tires are the last thing I'm thinking about, because that's the last thing I have to buy. But right now, we're just going to focus on getting the metal work done. Because as soon as we get the metal work done and get it ready, that I can put it in my garage and basically just spend a little bit of time and money and tinkering on it. Because I didn't get all the money that I thought I was going to, which isn't that big of a deal. I mean, I bought the car, I paid off my other loans, I'm in good standing now with everything. But this way, it'll let me build the car slowly and kind of acquire things and get to know the car a lot better than just buying a giant shopping list of parts and throwing them all together and going, oh yeah, now I'm in debt 10 grand again. So this way, it'll let me do it a little bit at a time, pace myself out. Like I said, get to know the car a little bit better. But it's going to be a fun car. It's going to be a fun project. This is the cheapest car I've ever bought. And of course, it's not running, of course. There's no motor in or transmission. But the rear end, it actually has gears in it. We're going to pull the diff plate off it sometime in the next couple weeks or so and see what gears are in it. It may be something, it'll be enough to get me rolling. And when I tank those gears, I'll whether they get destroyed or they last or then I decide to change them, they're going to get changed eventually. But no, so for right now, I'm headed to the bank to go transfer some money because I can't figure out how to do it on my phone. I'm going to transfer some money from my account here to my account back home, pay off my other loan, get debt free as far as that goes, because revolving lines of credit are cheap. It's definitely the way to go versus getting a cash loan from a bank. They charge you crazy interest and whatnot. But anyway, so I'm going to go to the bank, transfer some money, go to Walmart, pick up a deep freeze. Pick up a deep freeze and a set of storage things that she bought. I forgot the deep freezer today. That was my ass, so I'm not forgetting today. That's like first on the agenda. Meet up with Paul at his house about noon because he's got to go fix a dent at some shop. Get it knocked out for them. That's what he does. Paintless dent repair. That's how I got hooked up with him. We had a big hailstorm that come through, and I was doing all the R&I work for the shop. But anyway, so I'm driving through traffic, talking to myself. My eyes squinted quite a bit because it's bright as hell and I can't see anything. But anyways, I'll take some video of the car later, and I'm gonna try to upload this stuff sometime today, maybe in the morning. But anyways, I'm out. I'll catch y'all guys in a bit. Laters.